Hey everyone, thank you for joining in again. We're going to be doing another yoga session, but this time we'll be doing some more Vinyasa Flow. If you need to ever go into child's pose or just stay in downward dog during any of the Vinyasa flows, please feel free to do so, especially if you have any old or new injuries, so in through the shoulders or in through the elbows, wrists, whatever you need to do, just go ahead and modify however you need to. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start in child's pose. We'll go ahead and bring our knees apart, our big toes together, and then sit back towards your heels and reach your hands forward and rest your forehead onto the floor. And just take a few moments to settle in. Find yourself here on the mat. Maybe even sway your forehead from side to side to loosen up the front of the skull. And as you breathe in, breathe into the back of the body, the sides of the body, and then through the front of the body. And just try to expand as much as you can and fill up. And as you exhale, just try to relax a little bit more. Remember, it's okay if your hips are not touching your heels. It's perfectly fine, mine do not. And if you feel like your hips are really far away from your heels, feel free to put a blanket or a pillow underneath of you just so you have something to sit into. So as you're deepening the breath, really breathing in as much as you can. And then as you exhale, maybe utilizing your abdomen to push that last little bit of air out. Inhaling, breathe in as much as you can, open up and fill up. And exhale, relax as much as you can through the whole body, but then use your abdomen to push that last little bit of air out. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Let's walk the hands over to the right side of the room. Relax your forehead down onto the floor and relax the left shoulder down as well too. Feel this nice stretch in through the left side body. Take a nice big inhale. Big exhale. Walking the hands back through center and then walk the hands over to the left. Feel the stretch on the right side of the body as you sink the right shoulder down. Inhale, breathe in as much as you can. Exhale. On your next inhale, walk the hands back through center. Straighten out through the arms. Press your hands firmly down into the floor so that your elbows are lifted up off of the mat. Feel the shoulders go away from the ears and the hips sit back a little further towards the heels. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, pull yourself up onto all fours, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. On your inhale, start to open up through the front of the body, going into cat-cow. Exhale, round the body, middle spine up to the sky. Inhaling, coming back into your nice open front of the body. And exhale, rounding it out. Maybe doing this a couple more times on your own. Remember, you can change it up and switch it up however you need to. So maybe you want to sit back towards your heels. Maybe you want to bend your elbows and pull yourself into your nice open cow. Rounding into cat. Coming back into a neutral spine when you're ready. Take your right foot, step it back and ground it onto the floor. Reach the right arm up over your head. And maybe look up towards your top thumb. Maybe it goes overhead so your palm is facing the floor and the arm is really close to your ear. Press the right pinky toe down into the floor and think about your right ribs going up to the sky. Big inhale, big exhale. When you're ready, go to the other side. Placing the hand down and bringing the right knee down. And I'm just gonna switch around so you can see the other side. Taking the left foot back, ground the left pinky toe onto the floor. Bring the left arm up overhead and maybe reaching it forward. And thinking about your thumb going towards the back. So you're really trying to feel this range of motion in through the shoulder girdle as you're feeling the stretch in through the left side waist. Take one more breath in and out. Coming back into a nice neutral spine and making your way into downward dog. So place the hands an inch or two forward of your shoulders, tuck your toes, send the hips up for your downward dog. And just start to walk it out. Move around however feels good. Maybe lifting the heels up, letting the heels drop. Once you've moved around a bit, then just holding your downward dog for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Slowly start to tiptoe your feet all the way up to your hands. See if you can keep your legs straight. Of course, if they need to bend, let them bend. And once you come into your forward fold, bending your knees as much or as little as needed. Grab hold of the opposite elbows and hang out here in ragdoll. Take 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Coming back into downward dog. So place the hands down, sending your feet back and your hips up. On your inhale, come forward into a plank pose. Nice high push-up position. If you need to wiggle your feet back, go for it. On your exhale, go back into downward dog. And we'll do this a few times on your own. Inhaling, coming forward. And exhale, going back. 2 more. Moving with your breath. Once you come back into your downward dog, take your right leg up to the sky. Stack the hips, bend the knee, 3-legged dog. Hold it here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure your arms are nice and long. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Center it out and set the foot back down. On your inhale, bring your left leg up. Stack the hips, bend the knee, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale, center it out and set the foot back down. Slowly tiptoe walk your feet back up to your hands for a forward fold. This time in your forward fold, try interlacing the fingers from behind and reach your arms up and over your head for a shoulder girdle rinse. Remember, feel free to bend your knees as much or as little as needed. Just make sure that you're not locking out through the knees. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Slowly starting to release the arms back down. Bend your knees and roll yourself up. Once you come all the way up, let's reach the arms up over your head. Exhale, bend the elbows at the top. Open up through the chest. Inhale, reach your arms back up over your head and forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, lift up halfway. And forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, all the way up, grounding through the feet. Bending the elbows at the top if it feels good. Open up through the chest, press the hips forward. Inhale, arms up over your head. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lifting up halfway. On your exhale, step back into plank pose. I'm gonna turn this way again. So from your plank pose, just shifting the weight forward and back. Just trying to find that sense of a flat spine and your belly button coming in. This is really great for warming up the shoulders still and finding your abdomen. The next time that you shift forward, feel free to bend your knees onto the floor, but we're gonna chaturanga all the way down. Make sure the elbows are pointed back, your elbow creases are pointed forward as you come all the way to the ground. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back, going into low cobra, low bhujangasana. Exhale, come all the way down. Tuck the toes, use your knees as needed to press yourself back up into your plank. Exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale. You choose. You can bring your feet together, bend your knees, look forward, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat. On your inhale, lift up halfway and fold on the exhale. Inhale, rise, arms all the way up over your head. Forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, step back into your plank again. So finding our abdomen a little bit more, we're gonna take our left hand center and our left foot center and open it up into side plank, stacking the feet one on top of the other and reaching the right arm up to the sky. If you need to modify, take your left knee down onto the floor and bring your right arm up, or your right leg and right arm up to the sky. Inhaling here. Exhale, one more breath in. Exhale, come back into your plank. Holding your plank for a breath in and a breath out. We're gonna do the other side. So taking the right hand, stay facing that way. I'm just turning for you. And then when you're ready, open it up into side plank. Okay? So again, you can stay here or you can drop your right knee down and your left leg can fly. Inhaling. Exhaling, really ground through the right knuckles. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back into your plank. So once you come into your plank again, holding it here for one more breath in, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. You choose. You can come halfway down and then come into your up dog, or you can go all the way down, go to your low cobra. Exhale, we all make our way into downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Bringing the feet back together. Step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Lifting up halfway and folding on the exhale. Inhale, let's rise. Arms all the way up over your head. Forward fold, exhale. So we'll add more power if you would like to. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back or jump back into your vinyasa. So I'm gonna do the step back. You can take your vinyasa to low cobra or up dog. Exhale, we make our way to downward dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. On your inhale, let's bring our right leg up to the sky, as high up as you can. On your exhale, come forward into plank and bring your forehead to your knee, surrounding your body like a little ball. Inhale, bringing it up high. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, bring it up high. One more time, exhale, forehead to knee. Reach it all the way up and then swing it through. Take warrior one. So warrior one, your left heel is down onto the floor, right knee is bent, arms come up and overhead. We want to get our hips as square to the front as much as possible. So maybe even step your left foot out to the left a little bit so that you can push your left hip forward. Back leg is straight forward, knee is bent. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. On your exhale, interlace the fingers from behind. Straighten out through the arms, lift the chest, maybe take a little back bend, and come into humble warrior. So your chest comes on the inside edge of the right thigh, and the arms reach up and over your head. Still be mindful that your hips are square to the front, so push your left hip forward, right hip back. If this is too much, feel free to have your hands on the floor instead. One more breath in, one more breath out. On your inhale, let's unravel the arms if they're raveled. Come all the way back up. Inhale. On your exhale, place the hands down and step back into your plank. Take it to vinyasa, or you can go to downward dog. Once you come into your downward dog, take a breath in, take a breath out, and let's go to the other side. So inhale, bringing your left leg up to the sky. On your exhale, bring your forehead to your knee. Really try to get the shoulders over your wrist. Inhale, bring it up high. Exhale, forehead to knee. One more time, inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, forehead to knee. Reach it all the way up, inhale. Exhale, stepping it through, take warrior one. Arms come up over your head. And again, if you need to, take your right foot, step it out just a little bit to the side so that you have a little bit more room to get your hip bones square to the front. One more breath in, one more breath out. Inhale to lengthen your body. Exhale, interlace the fingers from behind. Inhale, open up through the chest. And exhale, chest on the inside edge of the thigh, arms reach up and overhead. And again, if you need to, have your hands on the floor. Press your right hip forward and left hip back. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath in. One more breath out. On your inhale, coming back up through warrior one. And on the exhale, place the hands down, step back, take a vinyasa, or go straight into your downward dog. Keep the shoulders onto the back of the body as much as you can. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Bringing the feet together, step or lightly hop, top of the mat. Lift up halfway and fold on the exhale. Inhale all the way up. Let's sit down, Utkatasana chair. So sitting back and sitting down, you can have your feet together or your feet apart, about hip width apart or so is fine. Arms can be up, they could be forward, or hands to heart center. Take 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, sit down a little lower. 1 more breath in. Forward fold, exhale. On your inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back or jump back. Take your vinyasa or down dog. Inhale brings you to up dog or low cobra. And exhale brings you to downward dog. On your inhale, bring your right leg up to the sky again. On your exhale, this time bring your right knee to your right tricep. So all the way there, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, bringing it up high. Exhale to the right tricep. Inhale, bringing it up high. Exhale to the right tricep. Inhale, bring it up high. This time swinging it through, taking crescent lunge. Back heel is lifted, arms come up overhead. So in crescent lunge, make sure that your knee is bent, your forward knee is bent. Back leg can be bent too, because we want to tuck our pelvis under. We want to draw the front arms in, try to broaden the back of the body. And once you have that, then you might start to straighten out for the leg. But if it stays bent, no big deal. Hip bones are square, push the left hip forward, right hip back. Inhaling here. Exhale. One more inhale. On your exhale, twist. Right arm goes back, left hand reaches forward. Keep your nice long spine and maybe look over your right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, place the hands down, step back, take a vinyasa, or go into downward dog. Exhale brings you to downward dog. Take 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Inhale, bringing your left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, bring it up high. Exhale to the left. Inhale, bring it up. One more time, exhale to the left. Inhale, bring it up high. And then swing it through. Take crescent lunge. Arms come up over your head. Back heel is lifted high. We're bending the right knee a little bit. Draw the front ribs in. Tuck the pelvis underneath of you. Bend the forward knee. Then maybe the back leg starts to straighten out. It's okay if the leg is bent. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe look over your left fingertips. Inhaling. Exhaling. Bend the forward knee more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come back up through center. Exhale. Place the hands down. Take a vinyasa or go straight to downward dog. Once you come into your downward dog, take a breath or 2 here. Maybe even shake out the head and the neck. Make sure that you're not holding tension where you don't need it. Bringing your feet together. When you're ready, bend the knees, step or lightly hop, top of the mat. Lifting up halfway and folding on the exhale. Inhale, let's sit down, Utkatasana again. So feet apart or feet together. Taking the hands to your heart center. This time, lift your heels up as high as you can. And this gets a little tricky. You feel a little bit wobbly. Really trying to think about your hips firming in If your feet are together, your knees are together, your heels are together. If your feet are apart, your knees are apart. So everything still points forward. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Sit down a little lower. Exhale. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, halfway. Step back or jump back. Take your vinyasa. Once you come into your downward dog, hold it there. And again, shake out the head and the neck if you need to. Inhaling. Exhaling. On your inhale, bringing your right leg up to the sky. Stack the hips, bend the knee, 3-legged dog. So once you have that, you've got your hips stacking. This is just a variation of it, okay? But we're gonna go into our standing split from here. Sometimes we have neutral, sometimes we have external hips. Let's try an external hip. So from here, try to keep your hips just as they are, just straighten out through the right leg. Then start to walk your hands in towards your standing foot. Okay, once you come here, you can stay here. You might even grab a hold of the left ankle with the left hand and pull your chest down towards your shin, or your chest down towards your thigh, your forehead towards your shin. If there's a wall behind you like there is for me, you can even utilize that wall to walk your foot up the wall. Kind of feels nice. Inhale here. Exhale. One more inhale. Come back into 3-legged dog. Exhale. So walk your hands out. Bend your knee. Stay here or flip your dog. So your right foot goes on the other side of your left. We're going to swivel our body open to the sky. Lift the hips by pushing your feet into the floor and reach forward with the right hand. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. On your exhale, spot where your right hand's going to go. Pivot around again. Be very careful as you come into this. Lift your right leg up high. And exhale, set the foot onto the floor. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Same thing, other side. So we're going to bring our left leg up to the sky. Stack the hips, 3-legged dog. Okay, once you feel this, you're ready to keep going. Start to straighten out through the left leg. Walk your hands in towards your standing foot. I like to come up onto my fingertips. If you want to use that wall behind you, feel free to use that wall. Inhaling. Exhaling. Maybe even grab a hold of your right ankle with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more breath. In. Exhale. Walk it back. Coming into 3-legged dog. And stay here or flip your dog. So your left foot goes on the other side of the right. Press into your feet, lift the hips, reach towards the front. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, look where you're gonna go. Take your hand onto the floor, lift the left leg up high, and then settle the foot back down. Take 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Bringing your feet together, bend your knees, step or lightly hop, top of the mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway, and forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, all the way up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lift up halfway. Step back or jump back, take your vinyasa. And I'm gonna turn around. We're gonna do warrior 2 in a minute here. So taking your vinyasa to up dog or cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Inhaling. Exhale. On your inhale, bringing your right leg out to the sky. On your exhale, get ready. Right knee, left tricep. Inhale, bring it up high. Exhale to the left tricep. Inhale, bring it up high. One more time, to the left. Bring it up and swing it through. Back foot grounds onto the floor. We're gonna cartwheel the body all the way up into warrior 2. So we're bending the forward knee. Back leg is strong and straight. Heel to arch alignment, or as much as you can. You could also do more like heel to heel. Breathing in and out. Exhale. Nice strong arms. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, and then draw your front ribs in. Trying to tuck your pelvis underneath of you. Take 1 more breath in. Sink down deeper, exhale. On your inhale, flip your right palm, reach and take reverse warrior. On your exhale, come to side angle. Let's hold side angle. Feel free to have your elbow bent, or it can be straight. Either one is fine. Take one more breath in, a full breath out. Inhale, look down at your right toes. We're gonna go into Ardha Chandrasana. So walk your left foot out towards your right. Take your right hand onto the floor. You could also put it onto a block if you have something similar to that. And then slowly start to lift the left leg up nice and high. Notice my right hand is pretty far out in front of my right foot. Okay, this is so I can elongate through the right side waist. Challenging yourself by looking forward, maybe looking up towards your thumb. Take one more breath in and a full breath out. When you're ready, bend your knee, come back into side angle. So step your foot way back, find your side angle again, and inhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reach reverse when you're ready, and cartwheel it down, take a vinyasa, or go straight into your downward dog. We all meet in our downward dog. 2 breaths, inhale, exhale. One more breath in, one more breath out. Same thing, other side, here we go. Left leg up, exhale to the right tricep. Inhale, bringing it up to the right. One more time, inhale, bring it up. Exhale to the right. We're gonna reach it up one more time and then swing it through. Back heel grounds, cartwheel the body up. So find your warrior two, adjust your feet as needed, turn your whole torso towards the front so that you can get your shoulders right over your hips, breathing in and out. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears, bending the forward knee. Back leg super strong. One more breath in, one more breath out. Flip your left palm, reach and take reverse warrior, holding here. Inhale. Exhale to side angle. Elbow can come down or elbow can be in front of the knee. 2 more breaths or so, making sure that we're nice and even on both sides. Then when you're ready, looking down at your left toes, start to walk your right foot up, take your left hand onto the floor or a block, and then lifting the right leg high. Opening up the torso, maybe look towards the side, or look up to your top thumb. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Back to side angle, exhale. Step it way back and down. Find your side angle. On your inhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, sink down, exhale. Reach and take reverse, and then cartwheel it all the way down, exhale. Take a vinyasa or downward dog. Ooh. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Dropping the knees down. Let's come back into child's pose. Bending your elbows and bring your hands together. And then place your hands toward the back of the head. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always have your hands forward. If you need some relaxation from your shoulders, then go ahead and bring your arms down to the sides of your body. 2 breaths, close the eyes. Slow inhale, slow exhales. Bring the hands forward. Come back up onto all fours. Cross your feet from behind and roll over your feet to come to sit, or just come to sit however you can. Okay, so once you come to sit, we made it to the floor. Yay, us. From here, reach your arms forward and come all the way down onto your back, rolling through the spine. Once you come down onto your back, we're setting ourselves up for our bridge and our wheel pose. So remember, you can always opt out whenever you need to. You can just lay down. You can go back into child's pose if you would like to. If you'd like to join me in bridge, we'll walk our feet in until you can touch your heels. You should be able to grab them, just barely touch them. Feet are hip width apart, just like your knees. Then start to peel the spine up off the mat, send the hips up to the sky. You might stay here, or you might interlace your fingers underneath of you. Shimmy your shoulders underneath, try to get your shoulder blades to touch. Then press your feet into the floor. This is more about pressing the feet down than utilizing your glutes to lift the hips up. Okay, keep the knees pointed up, keep the toes pointed forward. Breathe in and breathe out. If you feel like it's hard to breathe in this one, it might be. It definitely constricts through the front of the throat. Think about pressing just a tad bit of weight towards the back of the head, just so you have some room to breathe. Take one more breath in and out. And before you come down, unravel the arms, lift the heels up, and slowly roll through the spine. Bringing your feet together, let your knees fall out, and Supta Baddha Konasana. Taking a couple breaths, just relaxing. All right, we're gonna go into a second set. If you would like to go into wheel instead, feel free to go into wheel. So placing the feet onto the floor, reaching for the heels. If you're going into bridge, you'll send your hips up and go through the same steps. Or if you want to go into wheel, your hands come right next to your head and you're pushing your feet and your hands into the floor at the same time. So we'll slowly start to lift up, maybe not so slowly. And then once you're here, I like to tell everyone to lift their heels up and try to relax the glutes, okay? So as you're here, lifting the heels just gives you a little bit more room for your spine, a little bit more height. Pressing your hands into the floor and then sending your chest towards the wall or wherever is behind you when you're laying down. And this is going to give you some nice shoulder work. Breathe in. Wherever you are, come down. If you're in wheel, try to tuck your chin in so that you don't land on the top of the head when you come down. Once you descended all the way onto the floor, try bringing your feet together, knees out again, and see how that feels. Take 2 breaths. From here, we'll go into a little twist because you deserve it. All that work that you've done in through your body and through your practice. So let's draw the knees in towards the chest. Maybe just hug them in and just sway side to side at first. Okay. And stopping in the middle, relaxing the right leg onto the floor. And then hold on to the left knee with the right hand, bringing the knee across the body for a twist. You can bring the left arm out to the side and maybe look over your left shoulder. Take a couple breaths here. Opening up and expanding the left side. And then coming back up through center. Bringing the knee in towards the chest, give it a nice hug, and then gently relax it onto the floor. Same thing, other side. So bringing the right knee up, hold onto the right knee with the left hand, and bring it across the body for a twist. Maybe look over your right shoulder. You might notice one side is a little bit easier versus the other, and that's completely normal. Just breathe into it. Once you feel about even on both sides, drawing the knee back up through center, give the knee a nice hug, and release the leg back down onto the floor. Let's bring both knees up towards the chest again. Round your body up like a ball, so bringing your forehead towards your knees, and then relaxing it back down. Let's take happy baby. Grab onto the outside edges of the feet, draw the knees to the outside edges of the body. Feel free to stay here or maybe sway gently from side to side. From here, drawing the knees back and towards your chest. Your choice, you can roll onto the right side of the body to come up, or if you want a little rocking action, maybe go 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4 times forward and back until you're ready to come all the way up. Once you come all the way up, then we'll go into some stretching for the back of the body some more. So straighten out your legs out in front of you, shimmy out the flesh from underneath of you, get on your sit bones. Feel free to also prop yourself up. So if you want a pillow or a blanket, or maybe even a block underneath of your seat, that might feel more comfortable for you. You can also always bend your knees. You can always have your knees bent in a forward fold like this, okay? If your legs are straight or your knees are bent or whatever you're doing, then let's go ahead and come into a forward fold from here. So first off, we want to make sure that our spine is nice and long. So let's reach the arms up over the head. Lengthen through the sideways, lengthen through the spine. And as you're coming down, reach forward. Reach, 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 reach. And either grab your feet, your ankles, or your shins. Okay? It's important that you're finding length so that you can actually go deeper into the stretch, and also so that you can find room in between your spine so that you can actually come down further. So from here, we're gonna lengthen again. Lengthen up through the top of the head. And then on your exhale, think about your chest going towards your thighs, and your forehead going towards your toes. And then from here, you can stay here or start to look down towards your shins. Remember, you can have your knees bent. Inhaling here, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhaling, seeing if you can relax a little bit further. Inhaling. Exhale. It doesn't mean that you have to pull more on your exhale. Just try to relax more on your exhale. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then as you're ready, just walk your fingertips back up. Okay, from here, let's bring our right knee in. Take the right knee out to the right. Bring your left foot to your right foot to your inner left thigh. Shimmy out the flesh from underneath you again. See if you can have a straight left leg. If not, you can bend your knee. Not a problem. Bringing your body upright first. So getting nice and tall. Maybe even reach your arms up to the sky. And then quarter turn your body to the left so that your chest is over your thigh. Inhale again, lengthen a bit more. And then on your exhale, reach for your foot. So same exact thing. Look for length before you come down even further. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, chest over your thigh, forehead towards your toes, or maybe reaching it towards your shin. Either way is fine. We're trying to get our chest as close to in line with our thigh as much as possible, okay? So thinking about almost pulling yourself over towards the left a little bit while relaxing both shoulders down. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Then just walking your hands back up again, bringing yourself back up with the shoulders over the hips. Draw the right knee in and then leg down. Bringing the left foot in and left foot to the inner right thigh. Shimmy out the flesh from underneath of you again. So finding length first, then twisting. Yeah? Reach the arms up, lengthen through the body, quarter turn a little bit to the right, and then reaching forward and down. Okay, once you reach forward and down, think about lengthening 1 more time, and then exhale, folding over your thigh. And same thing with our floor twist. You might notice one side is a lot easier than the other. That's normal, and that's perfectly fine. That's why we're doing some yoga, so that we can try to balance our body out as much as we can, not just physically, but mentally as well too. Emotionally, just trying to get as even and as balanced as we can. Inhaling. Exhaling. Relaxing the left shoulder down. Maybe trying to think about engaging through the right quad, the top of your thigh, to press the back of the knee down too. 1 more breath here. 1 more breath out. And then just walking the hands back up. All right, let's take Baddha Konasana. So once that leg is straightened out, bend the knees, bring the feet together, and let the knees fall out. So once you come into this position, if you're like, you know what, that's too much for me, or like you're up here, or it hurts your hips, then sit cross-legged instead. Then from there, you can forward fold. Whichever position you're in, letting your head relax down. And the back of the spine can lift up to the sky on the inhale, and then just relax a little bit more on the exhale. Take a few rounds of breath. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back up and place your hands onto your knees. This is the end of our physical practice. I invite you to practice Shavasana, or resting, for at least 3 to 5 minutes if you can, and just give yourself that time to rest and let go. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this virtual session. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.